Okay, this video probably won't be in order. Hope you can see it. I'm now on the new Higgsfield and I'm setting up the Telegram bot. So first of all, I did my old make new bot, like you all know how to do. Or I would imagine most people know how to do. If not, you just ask ChatGPT or Chrome and they'll do that for you. So we're on this screen here. It's the first time I'm doing it, so I'm just going to take a video of it and see what happens. I've put my bot in. It's now pending verification, so it says continue setup. Open Telegram. Start bot. Because I don't have. Oh, it's done it. So it started bot. It's done that there. Verify your now. Verified. So let's go back to Higgsfield and see what that says. So it's now active. Excellent. So what I'm trying to do with this, I'm now going to attach it to my Telegram Claude bot, which I used to use Claude. It basically connects to the Claude code, but I just used it via Telegram. And it's got all my skills and everything else in my operating system that's inside it, all the 500-600 skills, whatever I've got. I mean, if you do want the skills and want to do it, join the community. In that community, the OS operating system I use, and you'll get all the skills that I've installed over the last 6-7 months. So that's how you do the Telegram bot. Now my idea, let me just come out of here, is to connect all these up, but I'm going to get Claude bot to operate Higgsfield through Telegram. So I can make a prompt and it can then send it to the chat, which is the new feature on Higgsfield, the supercomputer, which I've not actually used yet, but it only came out, I think it was late yesterday or early this morning. It's got quite decent some features, so let's just have a quick look. So you've got Telegram, Docs, Norton, Gmail, Google Drive. I'm going to connect some of these things up today. I don't really need the connection because I also have the MCP. So if you go to Higgsfield, let me just do it. I'm just going to show you this. It's got the Higgsfield, it's got all the memories. You'll start adding up. So it'd be like having your own agent inside Higgsfield. You've got new tasks. Let's do a new task. You can make it do UGC, got marking, cinematic, cartoons, and you basically talk to it like a chatbot. You can use Claude, Pro, GPT Pro, sorry, Google, what else we got in there? Gemini Pro, so we've got some good models in there. Ask it to run. Auto run without asking, confirm before running, obviously a good idea to do that. And then you'll just give it some prompts and give it some direction, which I'll probably do an added video to this in a minute. This is just, I'll have to cut and paste and splice it all up for editing. But if you're not familiar with Higgsfield, they are done some very good features in the last couple of weeks. So the new supercomputer is the one I've just shown you there, which I'm going to have a bit more play with. But they also got the MCP server and CLI. And if you're using Claude GPT 5.5, you can just use it and sign in, so you can just get in with that. Authorization skills, talks you through it. So if you want the MCP, you're on Claude, Perplexity, OpenClaw, it gives you the actions there to do. Self-explanatory. It gives you the skills, what it's got. The only thing I will say with MCP, it's a bit glitchy at the minute. I guess it'll get better with time, but at the moment it just doesn't do exactly what you want. Like I've got Soul on here and it struggles to use the Soul feature properly, so I have to do it all by hand. But it does do the cinematic studio, so like you can send it a prompt through Claude and it'll create a proper video for you, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. As long as you program Claude to do it properly, as in say, use the first frame and take the last, if you want from the 15 second to move on to another 15 second, it'd be the last frame of the first scene. And then it'll do that for you. a bit of iteration, and it can make it always make sure that you get the last frame from the last scene if you want to extend videos. That's the same principle as using flow as well. If you don't do that, you'll just get a mixed video. I mean, let's just go to flow and I'll just show you that quickly. So let's just go to flow. If anyone's wondering how you do it, it's quite simple. I'll just get a video. Yeah, whatever. I'm not certain what's going on here. Right, so we've got to go to an old video. Just some random video that I made earlier and played about with. So like, that's not a video. Let's go down here. That's images, videos. So I've got a video here. If I want to extend it, I just come to the last scene. Which is there. So just pause it and then just move it that way. Yeah, I think you can. So you just come to that last scene. Which is there. So flow needs to get improved. But let's take it to that last scene there. Just copy and paste it, highlight it. Copy and paste it, and then just paste it into the extend. Should have gone in there actually. This video's not going as I intended.
Look at how beautiful the city looks from here. Yes, the sunlight is perfect today.
Well, I'm messing up here, aren't I? Let's just create a new one. What I'm trying to get at is you just copy and paste it from the last video. But I don't, so like here. Right, so now I've just pasted it into that and it'll create the last frame. And then you just use that last frame on the video to extend. So like you see, we've got the last frame there. And I can just extend the video from there. Fairly easy. So back to Higgsfield. And then you just sign in with any of these and you'll get connected. I did find it work better for cinema studios and stuff. But Higgsfield's got quite a lot of stuff. I'm not a massive fan of Higgsfield, but these new features do seem to be something that's worth looking into. So I just made a quick video, just thought I'd show you that. Cheers, see you next time. Okay, sorry it's dark, it's night time. Just going to do some connection, test some connections. No, I'm not, I'm going to go to connectors. And here you can just connect up your Google Drives and stuff. You just simply add it. It'll take to the authorization page. Continue. And then you just authorize it and away you go, and it's connected to the Google Drive now. So you can now just put your things straight to a Google Drive from Higgsfield direct. Nice little feature. We need additional positions. Try again. Oh, try that again. Did I miss something? Make sure you click the button. There we go. Job's a good one. We can now close this window, which is good. So obviously with this connection it uses pipe dream or pipeline, whatever it is, and then you can just connect whatever you want to connect. So I'm going to connect to my GitHub. The reason I'm connecting GitHub is because I've got a lot of stuff in the GitHub store, like my OS system and everything else. And I'm going to give it to the memory. And that will help the computer itself work out what sort of stuff I do, what systems I like, and how to use it, which I think is quite a decent feature. So I'm going to do that now. Go to my GitHub. It will connect, hopefully. Hopefully I've got the right GitHub because I've got a few. I'm not going to show you that bit, so I'll just pause the video. So I've added some skills to it. I've basically put some MD files into it. This is the first time I'm doing it, so I'm just learning. And you can see which screen. Oops, let's just come back there so you can see the screen. If I go up there, let's zoom in. Now, see his little guy at top here, putting all the memory saves in. And it's just going through the files. I basically used Claude to make an ND file up to memorize all my stuff. Basically, it's just an experiment to see what the tree looks like and see what it's actually saved. Hopefully, I can put some stuff from GitHub in there and see if it can behave like my Claude does. And if that does it, that would be an absolute be mental, in all honesty. So I'll get back to you when we're finished. So I've now connected to GitHub, and basically I've got an operating system in there called Claude OS. Claude OS. And it seems to be, it's got all my MD files in there, all my skills and everything else. So basically I've asked it to pull everything it can across to the memory. I mean, it's probably got about 3 months worth of Claude learning on it. So this will be quite interesting. It seems to be pulling, and then I'll get back to you, see what happens. Okay, so it appears I've maxed out the memory. See, dance, weekly batch, hyperframes. I don't think we need hyperframes in there, but... So basically I've just given it the memory of my GitHub. It's given me all these things here. I actually really don't know what they mean, but I don't think I can edit up new, so it must have a lot of stuff in there. I guess this is just highlighted stuff. You can't really look in, I don't know. So can't really add a memory in that. What I might do is say compress. So we'll go to new chat. So it's got 1,358 characters. So there's room, no more room, unless we compress or swap some things. Let's ask it what we compress. We can compress, I don't think we need... So I've asked it to compress the stuff I use for hyperframes because I won't need it in here. Good, all calls for hyperframes only needs one rule. No GPU, no, okay. The biggest win would be compressing would be Janice entry. Okay. Freed up 141 characters, down from 98% to 88%. So you don't actually have a lot of memory on this, bit looks. I think it just gives you a basic scenario and whatever. So the only way to do it is, I would think, to tell it, put memory into GitHub space, tell it to use GitHub to do your reasoning and thinking, because you can do it that way. So that would be good. What else do we have in here? Right, so I've got my Telegram connected. As you can see there, it's active. So I can talk to it through Telegram now, get me images direct, send me images to Google and do all that good stuff. So that is Higgsfield new computer stuff. Hope you found it helpful. If not, don't worry about it. See you next time.